This is Xavier with Notebooks.com and Gotta Be Mobile, and this is the new MacBook Air. This is the 11-inch model from Apple, and it's the cheapest MacBook that Apple currently sells in its base configuration. This is actually a step up. This is the version that has 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigabytes of SSD memory, and it costs $11.99, and it's a model that we recommend buying if you're in the market for an 11-inch computer. And I'm just going to show you why we love MacBooks in terms of setup and ease of use. They have the best out-of-box experience in the industry. I'm just going to show you really quick what it's like to get into the MacBook and start it up for the first time. I'm going to go ahead and hit power. One thing that's great about the MacBook Air line is they start up incredibly fast. Within 20 seconds, you'll be at a fully functioning desktop. And as you can see here, we're just about ready to get started. This is a new version of OS X called Lion. And we'll be asked to select a language. The default is English. We are in the US. And we are in the US for keyboard as well. Now, one thing that's nice about this is that Apple knows its customers. It's most likely that we're going to be in the US. And rather than sitting here and fooling around and putting Afghanistan as a top choice, they do put the US as a top choice. It's a minor thing, but it's things like that that make the out-of-box experience with Apple really nice. I'm going to select my home office network and go ahead and turn this so I don't give away my password. Now that we're connected, we'll hit continue. Now, one thing that's important to note about the setup process is with Apple, it generally is just about getting the user to a usable desktop. It's not about selling stuff. We see that with other PC brands, and it's a really unfortunate experience for the consumer that we really don't like. Here you'll see there's a menu options to transfer information from another Mac, from another PC, from a time machine or other disk, or just to start fresh and don't transfer information. Now, if you've used another Mac and you'd like to have the exact same settings and your exact same files on the computer, all you have to do is back up to an external hard drive on your old Mac using Time Machine. You plug it into your new Mac and it looks and feels just like your old computer. It's a really nice feature. If you're going to transfer stuff from a PC, it's obviously not going to copy all of your system files and applications, but what it will do is transfer all your documents, your photos, and your videos, and of course you can do the same with a Mac. We're going to do don't transfer now, hit continue. Let's see here. We're not going to enter my Apple ID right now, but if you do, it helps you go ahead and set stuff up with iTunes and your mail and calendar and whatnot. We're going to skip registration for the time being. Go ahead and enter my name. And I'm going to hide the keyboard from you one more time. Now, one thing that I always recommend is to click on this, check this box that says require password when logging in. If you uncheck that, it's just really foolish because it will basically be disastrous if you lose your computer. Somebody will be able to access all of your documents, all of your email, your Facebook profile, etc. We're going to go ahead and take a snapshot. Again, this is just a small feature that I like about Apple, is that you don't have to use a dog or a cat as your profile picture. You can actually take a quick snapshot yourself. It's automatically going to select Pacific Daylight Time since I'm in San Francisco. It knows my location since I've already entered the Wi-Fi information. And now we get a little tutorial on how to swipe. Apple has reverse scrolling in OS X Lion, so if you're used to swiping one way, you're going to swipe the other way. And we're going to go ahead and hit start using OS X Lion. can go ahead and enter my password. And there you go, we're up and running. And that's the setup process. Now that we're at the desktop, we can do pretty much anything we want with a normal computer that's been set up for us professionally. And here you go, you're off using Safari. You get a nice welcome screen. Now, one thing that's a little bit different is Apple used to have this big splash video when you opened up a new MacBook. They've gotten rid of that, and it's streamlined the setup and installation process. We really like that because that means it's just one less step to get going on your new Mac. It looks like they've also preloaded a few bookmarks into Safari, so as soon as you get your computer set up, you're off and running with some bookmarks. This one appears to be the Apple homepage, the Yahoo homepage, the what is this? Google Maps, YouTube, CNN, Wikipedia, eBay, New York Times, Amazon.com, CNET.com, Expedia, and Flickr. So you have some of the most popular sites on the web preloaded, ready to go. You don't have to sit there and start Googling stuff or load your old bookmarks from your old computer just to get started. The other thing that we really like about the MacBooks out of box experience is that you have a completely clean slate when you start. With the PCs, especially the consumer PCs, you'll see there will usually be a ton of icons trying to get you to try free trials of software, to get you to try to sign up for antivirus. You'll get notifications from Microsoft that it's time to update your software even though you just pull the computer out of the box. Apple's really good about keeping things clean. You do have the App Store here, so you can go in and load up on apps if you don't have any ready to go. As you can see, it's pretty easy to navigate if you've used iTunes on your iPhone or the App Store on your iPhone or iPad. You'll be very comfortable navigating the App Store here on a Mac. And you'll notice it's just like very clean. There's no trialware to worry about. You can use its new feature called Launchpad. Sometimes Apple does have some freeware, but it is all useful stuff. So for example, iLife. It's very useful applications. In fact, we use iMovie and iPhoto all the time for producing content for GottaBeMobile.com and Notebooks.com. You can get into utilities, and it's just a very clean desktop experience. It's something that we wish we saw more of in the PC industry. There's absolutely no what we call crapware, which is just applications that are there for the sake of selling stuff. Sure, you can go in and purchase things through the App Store or iTunes. GarageBand and applications in iLife do have add-ons that you can purchase. But right out of the box, it's a very clean and comfortable experience, and you can get going really quickly. This computer does not have an optical drive, as you may have heard. And one thing that's really nice about that makes it less painful to live without an optical drive, is that you can just go in here and buy applications like Photoshop, applications like Pages, which is the Mac desktop editing software. You can buy Final Cut Pro. You can buy all these apps and you don't have to go buy boxes anymore. So this is a desktop experience from the MacBook Air. It's very clean, very easy to use. If you're new to Mac, you shouldn't be intimidated by the experience whatsoever. It's probably the easiest computer to set up and get going, and this is why we love the MacBook Air. And if you're in the market for an ultra portable, it should be the first place you look.